Alright guys, so today I'm going to share my best tips for using the flip-flop method to create your yearbook. If you've never heard of the flip-flop method, that means that you and your class choose a theme, fonts, and colors, and then apply that theme to templates that you'll then flip horizontally and vertically throughout the book. This gives your book a consistent look without having to reinvent the wheel on every page. So it's really great for middle schoolers or junior highs who are getting familiar with creating a yearbook. It takes the weight off of them to design every page. You'll notice I've already filled in the title page, the opening copy page, showstoppers, and portrait pages, since those will only appear once in the book and they're not going to be flipped. So I just dropped in templates for those pages and then changed the fonts and the colors to fit our theme. So by the end of this lesson, I'll have templates on every page of this book, and then the students can just drag and drop photos onto the pages and fill in the copy. So it allows them to focus on learning how to write captions, learning how to interview and write story copy, taking better photos, and learning the basics of design without starting from a blank page, which can be kind of intimidating. So if you've been following these videos in order, you've seen how we storyboard and choose a theme. And then we make a style sheet that fits that theme so we have some consistency. So you can see where I've done this with some other templates. So the number system keeps them all right next to each other in the library. So I'm going to choose number 1, drop it on the page. Then I'm going to click off to the side of my workspace and drag all the way across. Do you see this blue line that I'm getting all the way across? Alright, so now I'm going to come over and I want to transform the whole thing by flipping it horizontally. And I'm just going to scoot it over. That circle that hangs off the edge is sort of throwing this off. So I'm going to situate the folio where it should be. Now I got to make sure that all of the text is still to the outside. There's no trapped text and everything makes sense. So I'm going to click and drag across each little module and flip that horizontally again, just so it's back how it should be. There we go. Make sure my headlines look correct. Okay, and then I like to align the text closest to the picture it's describing. So this one goes with this picture. These are fine how they are, but I would want these two to have their text aligned to the inside. I would want this one to have its text aligned to the inside, so it's closer to this photo that it's describing. All the rest of these are okay. Okay, so you do have to do a little troubleshooting on here, but once you've done it once and you've saved it as a template, you're good to go. So we flipped this one time. This was template number 1. I'm gonna save it as 1.1 so that it comes in right next to that first one. All right, now I need to flip it vertically. So we're gonna click and drag across again. Now I don't actually want to include this folio because the page numbers are still going to be at the bottom, so I'm going to click and drag across everything except for the folio. Alright, and now I'm going to go transform vertical. That looks crazy for a second, but hang with me. So we're going to move it down. Okay, and then we need each little package to flip again so that the headlines are on top. Make sure I got both of those. There we go. Again, with the text alignment, we want to make sure it's down at the bottom of the box and to the inside. This one is aligned correctly. This looks absolutely crazy, so we're going to grab this whole package and flip. And this time I'll save it as 1.2. So I know I flipped horizontally the first time, that's how I always do it. Then I do a vertical flip, and then we're gonna do one last horizontal flip and we'll have done all 4. All right, we're gonna come all the way across and then flip horizontally one last time. Center everything up. Make sure none of our text is trapped. Flip this package horizontally. Flip this package horizontally. Sometimes if I get lost, like I'm not sure if this is supposed to be next to the dominant photo, so I can come up here and check the original. I'm just gonna look at the little preview. And no, that was supposed to be the outside, so we do need to flip it. And then center it up. And this is just off to the side, so I'm gonna bring it back. All these little adjustments, but you only have to do it one time. So then I'm gonna do my text alignment to the inside, to the bottom. This looks correct. This little guy can flip around so that the text is on the outside. There we go. And this text alignment I'm gonna fix one last time. All right, then we'll save. That's 1.3. Okay, so we've got 4 flips, perfect. And then we're gonna start dropping them onto the pages. All right, friends, now that I've got all my templates made, I'm just gonna start with the very first activities page. Then I'm gonna come to templates and I'll start with number 1. I'm just gonna dump it on the page, flip to the next one, and then I'm gonna go with number 2. Next one, I'll go with number 3. And of course, if one like activity or club or whatever would work with a better template, you can do these out of order. This is just the easiest, quickest way to get it on the page is to go in order. So then I'll do, I thought we had 5. Okay, so you just continue on with this. We'll do 3.1. And we go back and do the third. So 1.2. Oh, we ran into a division page, so we want to not delete the division page. This is going to be a showstopper, so we're just going to move past this. And then we'll do 3.2. Okay, so we just started over when we ran out of templates. When I got through the 0.3s, I went back to the original 1, 2, 3, 4, and it looks like we have one more to drop. just did 1.2, so we're going to do 2.2. Okay, and our whole book has templates. We're going to come back and create a table of contents for them. There are a few showstoppers that we're going to have in there to break it up for a less repetitive look, and then also our portrait pages will sort of switch things up. We'll also have to do that admin and office page, but there is a template on almost every page of the yearbook. They all go together and look consistent, and now all your kids have to do is fill in the blanks.